So I think there has to be some monitoring post cleanup. Okay. Papa Sam described or told us the symbolic importance of the 2-day cleaning. It was not necessarily to solve, in absolute terms, the problems with flooding and sanitation. Now, here's how I want to approach this. There are pictures and videos of a town in Volta called, is it Sokpoe or something?
Sokpoe.
Exactly.
Sokpoe. It's near Sugakope.
Exactly.
Sokpoe.
Where a truck load of products sort of crashed or tipped over with the products spilling onto the road.
Yeah.
And people are taking pictures and videos showing what the citizens did or perhaps did not do, rather. The story is that the citizens did not rush to that site to pick up the products, the goods, as free goodies for them, but rather, so there was that inaction to do what typically Ghanaians
what
would do.
many people would have done would have gone to
But
arrest the
rather
products.
this morning, so this was as at yesterday, rather this morning, there are videos and pictures showing the citizens helping to carry the goods back onto the truck.
This is Sokpoe.
This is Sokpoe in Volta region. This is Ghana. These are Ghanaians.
Wow.
Okay, and why am I, this seems a bit off, but I'll bring it home.
I like it.
I'll bring it home. Why am I pointing to this story from the inhabitants of Sokpoe in Volta region? This is an exemplary story about citizen responsibility.
Correct.
Okay, the ideal story, which would not have surprised all of us.
Rush it.
Thank you. Mad rush for free goods, etc., etc. Now, what am I saying? What I want to infer from this is that we have a certain responsibility as citizens. Okay. We often hear citizens expressing their rights, but when it comes to their obligations, their responsibilities, there's either silence or there's some kind of mismatch.
Yeah.
What have we seen post flooding? I have been watching videos posted by other news networks. We see Class FM posted a video of a man, and his face is on there, defecating around the Alajo drain.
Only
just after we did the cleaning. And when he called the person out, whoever was recording, this was broad daylight. Whoever was recording called out the person, and he didn't seem bothered. He sort of shoved a hand at the person. Okay. We've seen videos, and I like that there's a certain consciousness about people calling out others who litter. I've seen videos at trotro stations, bus stops, where the people doing the video are calling out other people who have dropped a sachet here and there. Okay, and you already talked about the heaps of debris, etc., on the sides of the roads. Now, what kind of citizenship are we exhibiting when the president declared a 2-day cleaning? We saw the president, we saw the vice president, we saw other public officials getting their hands dirty. Literally, shoveling things outside. We saw even musicians, Stoneboy, etc., doing all of that. And a day or so after, you walk around and litter. Last night I was driving and I saw a child, like a teenager, with a headpan carrying something. I don't know what he was carrying. And he was walking in a very funny manner. So I slowed down. Suspicious. Only to watch this person. And already somebody had, dumped some rubbish there. It looked fresh. And this person
went to
tilts the pan down and added whatever they were carrying.
Where is it pointing it? Road, gutter?
No, this is on the side of the road. There was no gutter. It's the side of the road.
Morning, afternoon, evening, or night?
This was around, 8 p.m. thereabouts.
He thought nobody was seeing him.
Yes, so I slowed down and sort of put my palm under my chin with my foot on the brake, obviously, watching the person. So this person, after dumping, turns around and meets my eye. And we are both looking at each other.
And locked.
Yes, because I didn't want to engage.
Why didn't you
the
do
person.
A citizen's arrest?
You see, you have to understand first.
Send it to the assembly.
It appears the person is male, I'm female, it's 8 p.m. I have to also consider my safety. So I just watched the person, and the person also watched me back. Now, upon seeing that he was being watched, he had a guilty look and walked away briskly. But the point of the matter for me is that we are not helping as citizens. Indeed, we must demand accountability from city authorities, okay, from the local governments, from regional, from the what do you call it, the central government. But when we fail in our part, in our responsibility, that counters all the shouting that we are doing that local government must work. Your question about some technical expertise that will be required, and I agree with Sky when he says outsource it. You don't necessarily, you are the engine, you are the driver. So as the local government, as part of the government, you have to outsource it and not rather complain that you don't have the men and etc. So if you want to outsource to Zoom Lion, so be it. But my point is that when we shout and, cry and call out the government, the local government as well, let's not leave out our responsibility. We become saboteurs, okay, of the general good, of the national good, when we turn around to do the opposite of what was being asked of all of us for the 2 days. We were asked to clean. If you weren't going to participate in the cleaning, don't litter. Don't drop your rubbish anywhere. Exactly. So
if you
for
not
me,
contribute to the cleanup, don't come and spoil it.
Don't come and spoil it. Shame on all those people who post cleanup and even during continue to litter and walk away unconcerned. Shame on all of them. And I hope that as people are recording them and putting their pictures out, the assemblies will engage them and if they have to take them to sanitation court, they should do that. Let's name and shame people. If you see somebody littering, I totally agree and call on you to record that person and post that person. Make sure you get their face all right, but be safe, because it can end up in some kind of confrontation.
You remember when I spoke to Ahine when I asked him how we should solve sanitation? He said sanitation and waste management is such a hydra-headed problem that you needed enforcement, but you also needed education. And I think that we need to launch a national campaign on proper behavior, because we do not downplay the role of enforcement, we do not downplay the role of engineering, but trust me, if citizens don't see anything wrong with pouring refuse near a road or in a gutter, you will struggle to solve with because if a person can decide that he will carry bola from his house and where to dump it is the middle of the motorway or a road, that is a serious issue.
Is that a lack of education?
Is it really education? No, hold on. Let me explain. So when we say the 3 E's, education doesn't mean go to school. What we are saying is that
we understand that.
I'm coming. It's just a way of. So we are saying education, engineering, enforcement. Education means that there must be a campaign around public awareness. So remember there was this video, remember it rained someday, and there was a video of somebody pouring his waste in the rainwater. It trended a lot.
It wasn't the lack of education.
We use education
in the loose sense.
In the sense of behavioral management. That's what I'm trying to say. We are not saying that go to school and teach on the blackboard. Education means that citizens must be made to understand, and it's a public because
so to accommodate Sky's point, to accommodate Sky and Caleb's concern, I think it's about the balance. It's about the balance of the three. If I may, it's about the balance of the 3 E's. Okay, so clearly a lot of the people, these miscreants, if I may call them, are doing so because they can get away with it. So it's about the balance of the 3 E's. Obviously, enforcement must take a bigger chunk, and then you want to look at what do you call it, engineering, and then education. So I agree with that point. Another point I wanted to make to contribute was the concern about the public health, about food items being, found in the salvage from the flood waters. I think the the Food and Drugs Authority has been silent, and my expectation was that in the wake of the flooding that we saw and the post cleanup exercise, they would have come out to sort of tell us what they were doing in terms of surveillance. We've seen concerns about food items being salvaged from floodwaters. We saw people carry out cows and goats from some of the flood waters. The FDA has to be on the ground. The FDA has to monitor the situation, put out its caution. You need to protect the ordinary citizen who doesn't know what's being sold to them. And I think there has to be a caution to potential perpetrators against doing this, because this will be in clear violation of the law. So the FDA and perhaps the Standards Authority, we should hear from them post flooding, post cleanup.
They actually issued a statement